everyone. We'll get started in just a minute or
Yeah.
two. Dev, why don't you say a few words so we can make sure they can hear you?
Retail is suffering, but also money can be exchanged for goods and services.
And peanuts.
I just have to keep saying that to myself.
Okay, it sounds like they can hear both of us. Ready,
Hadn't
Dev?
for a while.
Ready?
Ready enough.
Welcome to the WtW podcast. We're here to entertain, inform of it while talking about Digimon. I'm Mark, who run WtW and produce Digimon on Blu-ray.
I'm DevQ, and I'm sick of everyone I know having water damage in their homes.
Would you like an update on mine, Dev?
Oh no.
You have an interesting
Yes, tell me.
delay. You have an interesting delay lag today, Dev.
Weird. I will blame Discord.
Possibly. Uh, all the pipes in the house have been replaced.
Oh, very nice. Were they old pipes? Like, were they made of like an old
Well,
rusted material that
older material, not clear if any others would be problems, but the thing is with all the walls already open, better to just take the hit and get it done. Lest everything be repaired and then in 6 months something else happen. Because new, good plumber, good setup
Yeah, if everything's
was,
already torn open anyway.
yeah, like a good chunk of replacing pipes is tearing all that stuff open. And since it was already open, so hooray. How has your week been, Dev? More people with water issues, apparently?
Yes. Including. But good, my
Well,
brother knows,
actually,
like, some plumbing,
Dev,
so
I'm going to disconnect the
at
call
some
and
point he will be here to fix things.
I'm going to disconnect the call and reconnect it. Hopefully that will fix the issue because you are lagging quite a bit. So 1 second. Okay, how's that, Dev?
Seems a lot better.
Okay, that fixed it immensely. Hooray! Your audio quality is better,
Huzzah.
and you do not appear to have a 3 or 4 second lag before you say anything now.
Technology. It
Okay.
works all the time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead on to Beat Break. We are at, oh, even chat saying, Dev, it's a big difference. We are on to Beat Break episode 43, The White Digimon. We're about half a dozen episodes from the end. We start where we left off. Asuka showing up evil and glowy, demanding E-Pulse.
It's kind of funny how often that's the only thing people want Tomoro for.
Yeah, it's weird. And Tomura wants to know what's with him, what's with the Digimon. And Digimon starts grabbing
I mean,
him,
those are all questions I would be asking.
sucking E-Pulse. Gekomon tries to attack with ton. It starts to drain him also. And then, okay, this is a Genjo and Gokumon watching from the distance, Genjo commenting. This is a character trait I don't like when shows do, where it late in the show it has them do something they did once or twice early on, acting like it's a recurring thing. How I think Genjo
And
has
now
done
it's their
this.
entire personality?
I think Genjo did this once around episode 10, and then once when the battle arena was ending. I don't think he's done it anywhere else in the show. Has he?
I think.
To be fair,
Yeah, that's about right.
he hasn't been in the show much other than that. But yeah, Murasamon jumps in.
Yeah, aside from standing next to Wong,
Yeah,
ominously.
and then jump into Mirror World Portal to escape. And Genjo shows up and gives commands to Asuka, and then we jump back to the base, and hey, it's the new Earth Star, and everyone already does not trust him, which feels weird because no one in this group does anything at all.
No one likes each other to
Yeah.
begin with.
Kaito is very shocked to see Asuka. And then, like, oh, we can evolve Helios Bohemon and control it because of the dark energy, but we need Tomoro's E-Pulse first. And then Genjo explains the
Like, oh yeah.
plan. Yeah. And then we jump to Glowing Dawn. They want to know why Tomoro's brother would attack him. I like Gekomon being like, it's a fake. And Tomoro, sure,
It's
it was
like
really
it's
him.
that's adorable.
Yeah. Um, I like that Tomoro can tell it's him, but that something was wrong. And Maki's never heard of Helios Bohemon, and there's no bounty. I don't know why it would randomly have a bounty.
Oh, maybe she has too much faith in the ministry. It's like, oh, it's obviously some Digimon going around
Yeah,
attacking cleaners, and it's a big scary snake. There
yeah.
must be some information.
And then this is when the others remind Kyo of no more secrets, and he takes them on a walk to explain. Now, technically speaking, if you're gonna like do no more secrets as a concept, does it count if you don't tell someone something super important until it's slapping you in the face?
Like, oh, by the way.
Yeah. So he explains, it happened after Narinso. He left the 5 stars. He went back to the orphanage, found it shut down. Cougarmon commented they hadn't been there since they left. He hears a random drumming noise and finds Asuka drumming on stairs. And Asuka recognizes Cougarmon.
Yay, it's
Yeah.
your boyfriend.
And then this flashback is really like data dump that should have been done 30 episodes ago because there's nothing in it that makes sense to keep secret. So
Yeah, it's not.
yeah, it was not told to us, so it could be told to us at the end. Dr. Tenma's missing. After he found out about Digimon, he believed Sapotamas were dangerous. Kyo remembered him saying that when he was younger. And then the probably weirdest part of the flashback, the mom and dad were apparently just taken away by the ministry after annoying them for an investigation. Am I wrong, or is that what they actually said was happened with them? It was like they were just,
Before it says that they were arrested.
but
Well,
that's what
in
I mean.
previous episode.
No. It said they were arrested by the ministry. It didn't clarify why. Now the clarification is apparently just they were asking too many questions. Um, and then Kyo remembers him talking about Tomoro. That's all Asuka had left. And then, oh, he has a Digimon. It showed up the day before. He doesn't know what to do. And Helios Bohemon just like, hello, I'm a giant snake.
Like, hi, I'm C2 from
Yeah,
Code Geass.
yeah. Then they stop the flashback so Tomoro can comment. He remembers Asuka not coming home that day. Tomoro remembers being upset at his brother, blaming him, and he came home at night, found a letter from Tomoro apologizing to him. Am I wrong, or do these flashbacks jump around in a way that isn't telegraphed to us very well?
It's annoying.
Because
It's like a flashback within a
the
flashback.
flashback of him coming home is him coming home earlier. It isn't him coming home from. They jump around in a very strange way. Um, Asuka hears Tomoro calling for his parents in his sleep. He's him promising to protect his brothers, what summoned Helios Bohemon from the Sapotama. And then Christymon decides to break the flashback, commenting Asuka's a wonderful brother. What did the ministry do? Asuka didn't trust them. Kyo took Helios Bohemon to a mirror world so Asuka could go home. They'd figure it out later. And then he shows them a giant crater. And Gekomon eye catch. I will accept the
I'm
Gekomon
wondering
eye
why
catch.
they're surprised at the crater.
But
Because,
so that's
I
the weird
mean,
thing. Like, there's craters and damage all over this fucking city.
yes, it's like, it's not even that big of a crater.
You know what the weird thing is? I was thinking about this earlier. If you really think of the setup for the world, does it actually require that part of Japan has been blown away? The overall setup is functionally only there to make it look darker. Because most of the characters do not even seem to recognize it as like damage. It's almost more like ambiance. It's a bit odd. Because when they see damage, they're like, what happened to there's a small hole in the ground, and next to the hole, and like 5 feet away, a building fell over.
It's like, hey, you live in a stack of cargo containers gypsied together,
Yeah.
and there's broken bridges everywhere, and hanging overpasses and buildings sticking up out of the
Also,
water like it's
wasn't
Evangelion, and you're freaking out over a hole.
also I may be thinking of a different building. Wasn't part of his apartment building underwater, like the first floor?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, I was sitting here going, is that a different one or not? But okay, so it is that one. Then we get another flashback to Kyo meeting Kaito with their young. It's like, oh, we're going to find out the secret origin of what we were told. They both became 5 stars. They battle, and Kaito's upset that he lost. Weirdly, there is nothing
That's it.
else.
That's
There
the
is
whole
nothing.
thing.
There's nothing else to like that whole. Do you remember like the entire setup? Like, oh, I wonder what this guy's deal gonna be. It's Kyo beat him once.
It's like, and then later, it's like, oh, Kyo beat his record of captures for the month.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Then we get also weird. We'll go over this later. It is that there's an odd cameo in that flashback. So then they flash back to a bit older. Kaito's upset they lost in capturing people. Then we get a quick flash of burnt Kyo, Helios, Bohemond, and Kaito. Kaito wakes up. Flaremont's surprised. Helios Bohemond's the key to Shangri-La. And Kaito finds it karma. Then we're back to
Like, oh
Kyo.
yeah, I would fucking figure it's that asshole.
Okay, they are jumping through so many flashbacks in the last few episodes.
And from multiple characters' points of
Yeah,
view in the same episode.
Tomoro didn't come home that day. Asuka went to find him. He was passed. They found someone passed out cold-hearted, and a guy and a Kuwagamon were carrying Tomoro away. The Kuwagamon starts trying to eat him, accidentally
Nom,
summons
nom, nom, nom,
Helios
nom.
Beaumont from Mirror World, and it crushes Kuwagamon quickly. Kyo also shows up. Helios Beaumont demands they release Tomoro. It catches him. It accidentally sucks up some E-Pulse. Kyo wants an explanation. The explanation is roughly the E-Pulse smelled good. Now, that actually does fit with the show. They just have not done that enough. Like, when was the last time that Kyo's E-Pulse was actually important prior to this last week episode? I guess there was a flash of it when
God.
him and Miharu like synced, but like
Maybe?
there has not been much of it though, which is strange because in the early episodes it was so important.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
basically getting stalked by like half the Digimon in the
yeah.
district.
Then Asuka hears this and wigs out. We get the black E-Pulse from him. Helios Beaumont does not sound so good. And then here's where we need to pause to point out Asuka got a perfect Digimon, and despite us being told how rare ultimates are in this world, it is now becoming an ultimate. It has been like a day. They are like speed running stuff because they've run out of time to deal with plot. And then the Digimon it evolves into is a familiar looking hooded Digimon.
Like, this looks kind of
Not exact. It does
similar
not
to
look
something from the card
not
game.
exact. Not exactly, but pretty close. And then I will say I like the commentary from Rasmon. It's pretty clear. I don't think he knew there was another level. And
Huh.
if you listen to what Marasimon said, he seemed surprised about it. And then Digimon's
At
so
first, my initial thought was like he was just surprised, like like yes, it exists, but that it's actually happening in front of him that he
it's
can witness.
see
That's kind of what I
it's
assumed.
possible that's what he meant. The wording to me felt more like he didn't know, but either one works. The Digimon's so powerful, the environment and everyone around starting to get sucked up energy wise. The Digimon is also in pain because it's just sucking up E-Pulse to stay alive. It can't control it. Asuka yells for it to stop. Flaremon and Kaito rush in, and it's back to Helios Beaumont and Hurt. Um, Kyo tells Asuka to run and hide. Flaremon burns the Kawagamon. Kaito kicks the guy because we need to be reminded that he's a rebel. He kicked the
I
guy
mean, he
who's down.
fucking deserved it
Oh
though.
no, he did. But it's meant to give development to Kaito, who has not been in the show.
It's like
Eh,
we already knew he was kind of a dick.
yeah, but that was also like 32 episodes ago. And then Kaito wants to know
Yeah,
why
he's totally down
Kyo.
with abusing children.
Why did Kyo go off the grid? He thinks Kyo looks terrible. Kyo says he won't let him hurt Helios Bowman. He wants Kaito to let them go. He explains he's had enough. He doesn't want anyone else to die. Kaito's really fucking confused by all this. And Kaito freaks out when Kyo throws his star piece. Um, Kyo jumps in front of the blast, and that's. Did it feel like the burn was more personal before this?
Yeah.
Like
And
what?
also, it
Like,
shows him hit on his left side, but the
but
burn is on his right.
but like when it was presented to us, it felt like there was some personal drag out thing that happened, not just a blast got fired and Kyo happened to jump in front of it. It felt
Yeah,
like
it's like, oh, this was like something vindictive. I assumed like, okay, so basically he had his Digimon grab him by the throat.
yeah, something happened. Instead, it's just no, he jumped in front, and then Kaito leaves. He's not worth burning. And then Helis Bohemon looks at all the damage. It's like I'm a burden due to my power. And then okay, when it did this, I'm like, oh my god, it's the Poochie thing. It's floating up to go home. And then it has the power to turn into a cube. Like when we were told that it was like Asuka's Digimon, it's like, oh weird. I wonder how it became this magical cube thing. It's like, no, it can just do that. And then it leaves.
Yeah, I thought it was like suppressed by some sort of
Yeah, like some crazy thing. No,
attack or whatever
it
because it was totally out of
it literally
control.
just floated up in the air like Poochie's. Like I have to go home to my planet, and then it turned into a cube and left. Oh my god, it's one of the Dragon Balls, Dev. It's the Eternal Dragon. It's Shenron. Chat saying Kugermon got Yamcha'd in that fight, by the way. Flashback over. Tomoro knew Asuka was hiding something. He didn't imagine it was something he did for Tomoro, though. Kyo doesn't know what's happening now with all of this, though. Gekkomon's like, it's our turn to help Asuka. And then the Mirror World portal opens underneath them, and Kaido stops the others from jumping to help. And in the Mirror World, it's Asuka and Helios Bowman. And Kaido wants to that fight to continue. Weirdly, does it seem weird that like 4 episodes ago, Kaido did not give a shit what Wong or anyone else wanted, and now like he's good little soldier?
That or he's just like, oh fuck it, I don't care anymore.
I think
Whatever,
it's
I'm getting
probably
paid.
more that like he sees how serious Wong is, so he does not have the strength of will to not listen. Then,
They're kind of all over the place
so
with him.
as a continuation of the prior episode, it was mostly solid. The problem is we're getting not the last 2 episodes. We're not getting enough like actual show. We're getting flashbacks to necessary information that have been withheld, but there's nothing in the flashbacks telling us why they've been withheld.
Yeah, it was not necessary. It's
So
like,
we're
okay, I
so
thought this
what
was like some big secret, a big reveal. It's like, oh,
well what it feels like is they went, okay, we need to save all this stuff for the climax. But now that it's the climax, they're not framing the stuff in the flashback as interesting enough. Like,
they're just upending the bag, and it's like,
yeah,
oh
like
shit, gotta get everything out of here now.
it's like, okay, what was the everyone's like, oh man, what's this? How does Asuka know Kyo? Like he clearly knows Digimon. Did he used to be a cleaner? Was he a 5-star? No, he had a Digimon for a day and a half. Or like, okay, what's the background for Kaito and Kyo? Because they're suggesting, okay, Kyo beat him once and then Kaito was upset about it and then accidentally burnt him. It's the flashbacks that are meant to explain the big mysteries of the show are not in and of themselves actually interesting. Then, like, we get the not a Atreides It's a nice touch. I still can't decide even if the design doesn't quite not fit, if it's going to be a different Digimon or not when we see it again. Because I could see them going, "Oh, it was unfinished," and then when it's finished, the design. We'll see though. The arc isn't bad. It's just the structure's so broken and stuttered, and it's data dumping on us because the show did not give us anything we needed.
Yeah, it's like they futzed around so much in the the first third and
Yeah.
second, and it's just
So,
oh, gotta get it all out
okay.
now. It's like if you see this a little bit more evenly,
Someone in chat
it'd be
points
better.
out, Dev, you could argue they're saying part of it. You can argue Tomoe isn't a proactive protagonist and didn't ask anything until now. I feel like that's not wrong, but also like the first 12 episodes, he was chomping at the bit and freaking out to find information to help his brother. I feel like when he was like not doing well, if Kyo's sitting him down going, "Your brother went through this. He will figure it out." Like that could have been something good to tell him. There's no like secret. When you keep information like this, you expect there to be a secret origin bit to it, and none of it's actually secret. It was just unsaid, and it's just
Yeah,
odd.
you think like after like 40 some episodes, like, hey, by the way, considering my brother sent you specifically to come after my ass in case anything happened, who the fuck are you to him? You know his birthday?
Yeah, the problem is it just feels unfulfilling at the moment. I think it could still turn around for the final arc, but we need to get past like the show not explaining stuff for 40 episodes, and now it really feels obligated to tell us. Like, just tell us what we need to know and move on, because the flashbacks are not great at this point. And okay, are you ready for the one new role, Dev? You'll actually be a little upset about this. The younger
I
version
figure
of
I will.
the younger version of Kaido is actually a cameo. It's Shoji Umeki, who's Eri from Atmon,
Neat.
who's had plenty of other roles. Um, yeah, and someone in chat, Dev's pointing out 75% of the last few episodes were flashbacks. Yeah, it's been a bit much, honestly. So the
At
next
least it's
time,
still entertaining much, at
so next time we get the
least by my
strongest,
shitty standards.
yeah, the strongest man. Yeah, the show is not bad. It's just frustrating at the moment. Is the way I would put it. It's yeah, it's sort of that. That is how I would read it. So yeah, so after next week's episode, we have 5 episodes left. So right now we have half a dozen. We're getting very, very close to the end. Then
There's no more flashbacks.
I feel like we have another third to half episode of flashbacks, because it feels like we have to get more with Kaito, doesn't it?
Yeah, and also Wong and whatever
Grandpa.
happened on the island and the yeah.
Also, we really need at some point they're gonna have to explain something about Kishiwada,
You would think.
because they've said nothing about him since he was introduced, minus that he has the cube. So then we got production art from episode 42. Uh, Asuka, Chairman Wong, and Kishiwada. Then we got animation of Asuka appearing in front of Tomoro from the end of episode 42, and a bonus one of episode 41, the battle scene with Habakirimon from the end.
It looked really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's all good art. Then moving on from Beatbreak, it is the 27th anniversary of Digimon premiering in English. Makes you feel old, doesn't it, Dev?
It feels so old. Yes, just desiccating away on the wind.
Yeah, I was looking at the Beatbreak anime charts, and the dub is currently doing better than Beatbreak. The original adventure dub, that is. because they don't give you percentages, but
That's
they do
hilarious.
list top genre shows in order, and Adventure is doing quite well, which makes sense. It always has. Moving on from that, uh, like you said last time, Frontier Blu-rays are pre-order, and there's previews now. I'm happy how it came out. I'm happy how the disc labels came out. I'm happy that we were able to figure out what to do for characters without eyes.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking that it's like, huh, if Disco Deck does more discs, what about when they don't have
Yeah,
eyes?
functionally, we're doing representations of their faces, eyes. Duskmon, I believe, is one of his forehead eyes rather than his actual eye because he has various eyes, and that one
Yeah, because
fits
otherwise
fits the best visually.
they're contrast.
But yeah, we took all that into account. I'm happy with how it is, and I'm glad it will be here soon enough. It is up for pre-order for anyone who wants it. Then weird fucking delay on this. Premium Bandai USA put up pre-orders for the 8 and 9 Pendulum colors.
Huh, I thought they completely forgot about them at this point.
I wonder if they were dealing with import paperwork, getting that done ahead of time because some import rules have changed. But
Oh
the,
yeah,
so I
like
wonder if
something can be categorized as a toy or
yeah, I
whatever.
wonder if they were dealing with that first because Japanese pre-orders are actually completely closed at this point. Like they closed a while ago. So I'm wondering if they just decided to deal with that before opening pre-orders in case there was an issue and it just took a while. So that's what I'm hoping. So yeah,
Makes sense.
prices are pretty good. Get them while you can. The pre-order dates cannot possibly be fucking accurate. They're like it's gonna close January 21st, 2027. I assume what they mean is they're
Uh,
going to keep pre-orders open until they hit a certain number, and then if they don't hit that number, they will close it. Then moving on from that,
Makes sense. They've done that before.
yeah, we get some. The AFK Journey collab starts tomorrow because of time differences. For all I know, it could have already started, but we got a trailer with it. They confirmed the cast. The cast was actually exactly what I guessed it was, Steph.
Excellent.
The rare time the guess is all accurate. Although to be fair, they'd used that same cast for recent game stuff, so it was not that hard of a guess. They also did a
The artwork
pre.
still looks really fucking good for
I
this.
know it real. That's why in the preview where they show off the gameplay and everything, I screen capped the design artwork specifically and posted it. Because what I
Very appreciative of that.
especially like how for Agumon Gabumon, it's clearly meant to be their Toei control art, but it's redone in the style of the game. So yeah, that came out good. It shows off, and then they also did it in text and image form. I don't plan to play it. I look forward to hearing from people who do.
Yeah, I've discovered that I absolutely hate actually playing AF like idle games. So
I have to be honest,
yeah.
I can't tell how much of an idle game this is because even in the previews, they're talking about like attacking and doing stuff. And I'm like, I don't know if they're talking about attacking in theory or if you actually have some degree of control. But it also has AFK in the title, so it feels like it has to be an idle game. So
Yeah,
yeah,
not my
yeah, same here.
not a
Uh,
genre that I enjoy personally.
yeah, starts tomorrow or possibly now for all we know. Let us know how it is for anyone who tries it. And then let's get a sip of water, Dev, as it's time for Cardopalooza. Although
The sexiest cards.
a bit smaller Cardopalooza. First up, Chronomon Destroy Mode. That is a nice bit of art.
That looks absolutely
I know.
badass. Like this is one of my favorite bosses in any Digimon game.
And then we get the parallel art right after. And the neat thing about getting this one after is it's not a mirror of the normal art. It's doing like the full fire attack everything.
Yes. Fire those idiots.
Then special parallel art of Rosemon Burst Mode, and you can say the attack name again, Dev.
Zoom, 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 zoom. Adjusant Leves.
There we go. Very good cartoony art doing the laser kiss. I like the hull. Do you see? Am I wrong, or do they add a different holofoil effect around the heart?
It looks a little bit like that.
I don't know if that's just the light catching it in the exact right way, but it's very pleasing to the eye. And then Plutomon gets special parallel.
Yeah, if they
Not
had, like, a video of it tilting back and
Yeah,
forth.
Plutomon. I like. It's not the fanciest art, but I actually really like it. I think it works really well in the photo of it.
Yeah, I like the lighter background behind it because it
Yes.
really helps, like, everything
Yeah.
else stand
Then
out.
we get lighter background special parallel cards for Chronomon Destroy Mode and Jupitermon Wide Plasmid. Chronomon Destroy Mode gets like multiple good looking cards in this set. And Jupitermon it gets a lot of cards of T posing. And I know that's his move, but also like it is not the most exciting thing to see the dude T posing.
Yeah. Bzz.
We also get a nice promo trailer. The visual editing is very nice for the Atmon section. The music feels like it goes bland after the Time Stranger section, at least for me. Then Jupitermon Wrath Mode gets a special parallel card. This is one of the few times we get a good look at his head, because it's normally so tiny.
Oh,
And then
Thunderstash.
special parallel card for Kunlun, which we've gotten one of these for. Have we gotten one or two of these for the others before? I can't remember.
I feel like 2 because I think the other ones have
We
shown
got
up.
we got one for Homeros. I can't remember if we got one for. I'm trying to think. I can't remember. But yeah, it still looks nice. There's been a lot of host cards lately, which muddles up the mind. Then the
That's really cool texture.
box toppers are 6 relevant Digimon with open frame variants.
Very cool.
I feel like the best one is probably Pristimon or Chiratmon.
I just really love seeing, like, the city around Trapmon.
Yeah, that really does work well. Then they teased a Diaboromon product coming out around the release of our war game next year, and they now reveal its starter deck 27 advanced
Oh, it's gonna be
deck
so
Diaboromon.
expensive.
To be fair, I don't think these have been more than like 30. Like these are the actual starter decks, not like the bonus ones you have to buy online.
Oh,
So
okay, I was assuming the one
no,
that
no, no.
they'll probably have, like, a box with it, and it's yours to
No.
keep.
This is one of the actual like starter decks. These have generally been between like 20 and 30 in
Okay.
stores. These aren't the here's $90 and where we're both going like, weren't these half the price a year ago?
Yeah, I think this kind is the advanced ones are around, like, 30, 32-ish when I've, like,
That
found them
sound
in stores.
that sounds right.
Because I
Uh,
picked up the, Sakuyamon one.
they also announced there'll be new card effects. So we'll get
Ooh.
more information on this. I would assume soon-ish because they announced it and like that was it. It was like this is coming out. Bye. Card battle explained the new effect Succession, along with a Boosters at 26 match. And then what Dev really wants to talk about, Softvimates returns with a Vmon figure.
This is the consolation prize for not getting a looking up figure of Vmon yet.
Did you see the price? It's under $30.
I didn't actually.
Under 30.
Oh my god. I
And that's from a
I went to the
US store, so no import charges.
hell fucking yes.
Yeah, this is a great looking Vmon
God, I need
figure.
to make some shelf space.
This one is about a little under 4.5 inches tall, so it looks like about 4.5 inches wide. Also, I predict Dev's going to buy this one.
Yes, it's small. I can fit it on my very sad overly shelves, and it doesn't cost $10,000.
It looks so good. This will be out January. Like I said, U.S. pre-orders are open, so you can go pre-order this now. Um, I'm very, very tempted. And then time for a new poll, Dev.
Cute.
This is the 155th one on the current site. Favorite ice-related Digimon out of a choice of 19. Does it feel like this is like
Well, I
wide?
know who's probably gonna be at the bottom.
Who do you think will be at the bottom?
Hmm?
Who do you think will be at the bottom?
Icemon.
I don't know. I feel like this one's wider open than normal. I say
Yeah,
that
with all the other
but I'm gonna be wrong, and Metal Gurumon's gonna be clearly first, isn't it?
that or Dianamon.
I don't know.
There is the waifu vote.
I feel like people like Hexa Blaumon a lot.
They do, and also it's a really kick-ass design on top of that.
Yeah, it's definitely more wide open than we normally see. We all know who deserves to win, though, Dev. Penmon.
Yeah, Dipanmon.
Yep. We will
Same brain
see.
cell.
Looks like we'll get the answers for this one next month, so we'll see then. It really does feel more wide open than normal, though, at least. And then moving on to weekend
Yeah, you
stuff.
got nostalgic picks, cool designs.
Comic Market was this weekend, so Annie Clo had their various Beatbreak Marine products on sale there, and they shut off the stands. Am I wrong, or do the stands actually look a lot nicer than the promo art we had of them?
They really float the part,
Oh,
but
you're cutting out a bit,
like
Duff.
from the side, they actually really nice.
Okay, you got better
Huh?
there.
Weird.
Yes, very strange. Then more photos of Ayumi Miyazaki in Cologne, Germany. He pointed out that the hotel was next to Motor World. Motor World is a museum and event space dedicated to cars, and it has free entry. So the reason we keep getting photos of him there is that while he was there for the event, he just kept going to the place like, "Ooh, look at all the cars and stuff." And I love that he keeps taking photos of him in the tiny
I
car
don't
things.
blame
It's so
him.
good. Then Um, Takahiro Kojima reposted the birthday art he did of Hodoruko for last month. Apparently, the original tweet was somehow accidentally deleted, so he reposted it. So it was a short weekend of stuff, so we figured why not? We'll post it again too. Then for Beat Break episode 43, social art, CH did art of Kaito and Flaremon. They did the Kyo and Kaito battle scenes. Um,
Very
Sailing
cool.
Sailing Anim did art of Asuka and Helios Bohemon. Really good art also from them.
It's so dramatic.
Yeah, and then Teru Kigahai did art of Tomoro and Asuka. Tomo really does not want to be here.
It's like, oh my god, my brother's being so cringe.
And then last up, Takahiro Kojima was the character designer, did art of Kaito and Flaremon. And Akamine Aki did art of Asuka from the Flashback. Both really good pieces of art.
I want to eat their art style.
Kaito looks
Please
extra
give me your skills.
Kaito looks extra smug in that image. Then for
He's like, ha, my outfit is better than Kyo's.
Then for chat, it's time for questions. You guys can throw yours up. Uh, Diego sent one in ahead of time. Said, "Now that we're approaching the end of Beat Break, do you think this is a series that ends with the Digimon leaving or staying?" I feel like if they leave, it kind of goes counter to
And
everything the show has told us.
it's like you dream of a world where humans and Digimon can live together in harmony. It's like, oh yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I feel like the very everything they've done in the show would not make sense if it's leave.
Yeah, that would be dumb.
Then someone asked, "What games would you guys like to see get new and modern ports?" Any you want to have specifically come to mind?
Trying to think. This is gonna sound really dumb, but Ilon's Secret Castle for the NES.
No, actually, a lot of people like Milon Secret Castle, so I can actually see that. Does that not have any sort of modern port? One second. Huh, it doesn't. For some reason, I would have thought it
It
would.
had a it had like a little like Japan only sequel that was kind of like a little rhythm game thing, but
Yeah,
that's all I know.
the last time it got a port was in 2013 to the 3DS. So what comes to mind for me, and Dev will remember me like thinking this was going to happen like a week and a half ago, was various Wolfenstein games. Because the last few years, it's
Yes.
become tradition for QuakeCon for them to do various Night Dive remashes of old id games. And it's like, okay, there's not much left, but there's a few Wolfensteins it could be. And right at the same time, everyone's noticing that there have been package changes in the background beta builds of Wolfenstein games on Steam, like the week before. It was like, oh my god, it's gonna be Wolfenstein. It wasn't.
That's it.
No,
Oh.
it appears to be that was just coincidental background stuff, or they'll do something later, but we'll see. But yeah, Wolfenstein. There is there's always good, interesting ones coming out. Someone in chat mentions the Transformers Cybertron duology. So I agree with that, except I would really like people to show off the game with better clips. Because anytime someone on social media is like, oh man, the Transformers Cybertron games are gone, it's so cool. They always show like really shitty flying scenes where like people are playing really janky and terrible. And it's like, it's such a cool game, and they always show like the worst stuff. Um, But yeah, those would be nice to get modern. Actually, those don't even need modern ports. They just need like to be put back on Steam with some mild compatibility updates, and that'd be fine. Since Transformers mentioned, Transformers Devastation also.
I never played any of the Transformers games, but I did want to because I saw cool shit with Starscream and went, "Ah, I want to play Starscream."
Yeah, that plenty of Transformers games basically just need to be available. We don't even need like super updates, just available, please. Um, yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
I just remembered a game that I desperately
what?
want a functional version. Sim Ant.
God, so many of the sim games are actually available. I'm like double checking to see if that actually has gotten a re-release or not. It looks like the last time it got a port
I
was
managed to.
the last time
I feel so nostalgic for it.
96 appears to be the last time it got ported. I will say a lot of those
Yeah,
sim
sounds about
games,
right.
a lot of those sim games have been going up on GOG, so it's probably worth keeping an eye out because a lot of
I
those are
remember a
available.
couple years ago I played of it. Not it was like a browser thing. It was like, hey, these ancient games don't work on PCs anymore. Here's it in a browser. It's like, wow, this kind of plays like shit.
I would not be shocked if this got a re-release, especially since now that EA is owned by private equity, they will be trying to squeeze every fucking dollar they can. Because they got bought by private equity like 2 weeks ago.
Well, they're not gonna last very long.
Yeah, but you might be able to get a re-release or two out before then, because they'll be trying to squeeze dollars out. So we will see.
That is true.
Let's see. Mystic Digital's asking if I know why Savage Data Squad is not on Crunchyroll or Hulu in the US. I don't know if it's still
Oh.
true. I assume it is, but they bundled the first four shows come together, and then after that, each show's licensed separately. And I would assume part of the issue is that since Data Squad is the only SD show by itself, if you're going to license one show, you probably aren't going to license the one SD show by itself. You're going to either do the batch of the better known earlier shows, or you're going to jump to Fusion, which is in HD. So Data Squad sort of sits off on its own because they have not yet packaged it with other shows. And
Sense.
yeah, then someone's asking, did Saban do the dub for Data Squad? No, Saban. There was no active form of Saban at the time. Saban Brands did Fusion.
I
Saban
say
Entertainment.
Bond dead as shit.
No, people like to say the company's gone. It sold Power Rangers for like hundreds of millions of dollars, and it still exists doing other stuff. It just does not do Power Rangers. Saban Brands closed because Saban Brands was a subsidiary that basically existed to do Power Rangers and a few other shows. So like that subsidiary is gone because they sold all their stuff. But like Saban Films is still there. Saban Capital Group is still there. They made so much selling Power Rangers that yeah, like trust me, there was nothing negative to them about it, minus that they probably would have kept it if it was making more money. Because like they bought it from Disney for like $40 million, and they sold it for like $500 million, like 10 years later.
Damn.
So when people are like, Saban had to sell Power, like, no, he sold it for so much fucking money. I'm trying to see if I can find what the actual amount was. Uh, 1 second.
In parentheses, a fucking ridiculous amount.
Trying to see if I can find it, but yes, it was truly ridiculous. 522 million. Saban Brands. It,
Damn.
it basically sold all the Saban Brands assets to Hasbro. So Power Rangers, it had a few other brands that they owned that they had bought from other companies. But functionally, anytime someone's like, Saban Brands did poorly, it shut down. It's like, no, they sold for $500 million, and they shut down that one division of the company because there was no reason for it to exist anymore. And they did all that in like under 10 years from spending almost nothing on Power Rangers.
Good
That
for them.
Yeah. Then someone asked, "Are there any Digimon you would deem as important in the post Kizuna era that you wouldn't expect to see in the Time Stranger expansion?" So I have a cheat answer,
There's
which
a
is
lot I wouldn't expect.
the cheat answer is any of the crossover Digimon. The ones where they're Digimon, but also like they're crossovers and they're clearly not meant to appear and stuff. I feel like what they mean is like, would
Like
you
the
like leads from something, and it feels like okay, it feels like they'll do Ghost
Oh,
Game.
okay.
It feels like they'd be kind of stupid to not do Beat Break. It's hard to tell because we don't know what it will have. But are there any
Yeah, it's like how like if we knew how much
Yeah,
like a quantity of Digimon, it's like okay, it's going to be this amount. It's like okay, we can kind of guesstimate and narrow it down from there.
yeah. Like, is it going to be every lead Digimon of anything that's shown up since then? Probably not. But will we probably get a lot of them? Yes. Like, would it be shocking if Teromon showed up? Not really. Or even something like
Really, yeah.
Gemmon, because theoretically by then Eliason will be going.
Maybe.
So we will see. In chat, someone says they have their doubts Lugamon will be acknowledged. I don't know. I mean, like Lugamon's on product shit that's coming out now because he's part of that all
Yeah, it's
Digimon
a
branding.
all Digimon thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's being acknowledged right now as we speak. Not like with a lot of stuff, but like he's on the marketing for the brand right now.
He's a puppy.
Then someone said, found any good new or newly discovered snacks or drinks this summer? I feel like this is for you because wasn't it last summer when you were talking about the tea ginger ale?
Ooh, yes. Uh, I still haven't. I found it once again, and then it went out of because they. It's like a seasonal thing
Yeah.
now.
I don't know. I
They
can't really think of
spite me.
any. I can't think of any.
Sakura Mochi is really fucking good.
I don't remember if I've had it or not, to be
Sakura is such
honest.
a weird flavor.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've had any interesting snacks or drinks this summer. I don't think so. No, nothing I can really think of, to be honest. Just downing drinks as I can. Last chance in chat for
Yep.
questions. Someone said
Hydrate or dihydrate.
if they don't stream the repeat show or you just don't end up watching it, do you imagine there'd be any changes to the podcast like when Ghost Game ended? I feel like at the moment me and Dev are kind of comfortable doing weekly, even if it ended up too short, especially since something's coming out next year. So I
Yeah,
imagine
because otherwise so much news builds up that
yeah,
we're just sobbing.
I imagine we'll still do weekly, but it probably take a week off once in a while. Especially if like, okay, it's Thursday night. How much news is there? There's been 6 cards. We might.
It's like, ah, fuck it.
I
Save
could.
it for next week.
I could imagine us going back to what we were gonna do at one point, which was, just go. Oh, this week we might try watching this movie or this show. Might do that once or twice, but we'll see. But yeah, that's about it, I would say. Uh, Someone's asking, do we think they'll do Time Stranger spoilers the week after Beat Break ends? I feel like if they do
Yeah.
any sort of news, it would be before Beat Break ends. Because the week after Beat Break ends is kind of like when people won't be concentrating on stuff.
I also feel like it depends on how far they've gotten on stuff
Yeah.
to show.
Because that's the thing is, a lot of people are like, oh, how neat would it be if it came out in April? It could be December for all we know. I mean, it could be the type of thing where they announce it in March and release it in June for the 30th anniversary of the franchise. It's a bit hard to gauge at the moment, but we will see. Hey, Dev, what
Oh
Wikimon
boy.
article would you like people to read?
Kawaddlemon,
Okay.
because there's a white snake.
And then I can be found at WtW as always. We will be back next week. I'm very interested to seeing if Beat Break can stick any sort of landing because I have hope that it can. It doesn't feel like it's heading towards that, though, does it?
Yeah, but as long as it's not as bad as Ghost Game's ending, I'm fine.
I'm st-
It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm still hoping for Blu-rays this time, though. I would like to not wait half a decade.
Yeah.
I would like Blu-rays, yes. Um, we will catch you guys next week. Thank you everyone for showing up. Bye.
Bye.